Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about The Glass Menagerie, a play by Tennessee Williams, and also a few important questions which will be useful for your UGC NET exams as well as various competitive exams based on English literature. Tennessee Williams, born in the year 1911 to 1983. An American playwright born in Mississippi, US. Tennessee Williams is the pen name of Thomas Lanier William III, and when he was 28, he adopted his nickname as his writing name, that is Tennessee Williams, and it was in the year 1939. His major works are The Glass Menagerie, 1944, A Streetcar Named Desire, 1947, A Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, 1955, The Night of Iguana, 1961. Anton Chekhov, who influenced him in shaping his characters in plays such as Glass Menagerie and A Streetcar Named Desire. And also the Swedish dramatist who influenced Tennessee is August Strindberg. And Tennessee borrowed the memory play technique from Strindberg. Another important question is, who is the director of Tennessee Williams' successful plays? It was Elia Kazan, who is the director of the highly successful film A Streetcar Named Desire, and with whom he developed a very close artistic relationship. And Elia Kazan said about Tennessee, everything in his life is in his plays, and everything in his plays is his life. And he is pointing out the autobiographical elements of Tennessee in his plays. The Glass Menagerie, published in the year 1944, and this play is a memory play, and the play was reworked from Williams' own short story Portrait of a Girl in Glass, 1943. And many of Tom, the protagonist's soliloquies were lifted straightly from the story. And another source of the play is a screenplay he wrote under the title The Gentleman Caller. The play has 7 scenes and is divided into 2 parts. The first one is preparation for a gentleman caller, and the second one is the gentleman calls. And in this play we have 7 scenes and no acts, and the first part comprises of 5 scenes and the second part 2. So the characters in this play are Tom Wingfield, who is the narrator and the protagonist of the play, and he is working in a shoe warehouse to support his mother. Amanda Wingfield is the mother of Tom and Laura. She lives in the world that fluctuates between illusion and reality. And Laura Wingfield, Tom's sister, is deeply fragile emotionally and physically, and she is painfully a shy girl. Another character is Jim O'Connor, an old acquaintance of Tom and Laura, popular athlete in high school and now a shipping clerk at the shoe warehouse in which Tom works. Mr. Wingfield, the father of Tom and Laura, who abandoned his family long years ago and never actually appeared on stage, and his picture is displayed in the Wingfield living room. And the narrator of the play that we have already discussed, that is the hero and the narrator, is Tom Wingfield, and he first appeared on the stage or dressed as a merchant sailor. And where is the Wingfield apartment? It is at lower middle class St. Louis tenement. And what is in the entrance of the apartment, which symbolize the slow and implacable fires of human desperation? And that is the answer is a fire escape. The fire escape represents exactly what its name implies, an escape from the fires of frustration in the Wingfield family. Tom Wingfield addresses the audience in the play in the opening monologue. So he says, "Yes, I have tricks in my pocket. I have things up my sleeve, but I am opposite of a stage magician. He gives you illusion that has the appearance of truth. I give you truth and the pleasant disguise of illusion." And this is the opening words of Tom Wingfield, the narrator of the play. The time of the play, in the words of the author, is now and past. So that is the present experience and also the past events through the characters. And whose photograph is hanging in the living room, and that also we discussed, that is Mr. Wingfield, who abandoned his family years ago. And Tom's father was a handsome man and who worked for a telephone company. So by profession, he is a telephone man. And Mr. Wingfield, who fell in love with long distance, so that we can see in the words of Amanda, and he left his family and he sent a postcard from Mexico with only two words. And the words are hello, goodbye, without any address. And Amanda, so Amanda from a gentle family, and she recalled her youth throughout the play. And she lived in the Blue Mountain, and so she said that around 17 gentlemen callers in one Sunday afternoon visited Amanda when she was young. And Amanda goes to attend DAR, which means the Daughters of American Revolution, a patriotic society for ladies. And Laura, the glass symbolized the lovely fragility of Laura Wingfield. Laura was possessed of glass animals, and the glass symbolized the lovely fragility of Laura Wingfield. And she had a slight limb, and so that is caused by her childhood illness, and this Laura's crippleness was caused by her childhood illness. And that is why Amanda always asked Tom to bring a better suitor for Laura. So Amanda is sad because she attracted 17 gentlemen callers when she was young. But on the other hand, Laura is shy and fails to attract men. So Amanda asked Laura, "Laura, haven't you ever liked some boys?" So that is only because of Amanda's fear of getting a true gentleman for Laura. And what is the image that appears on the screen at the beginning of the second scene? So here Tennessee Williams has used screen devices in which the images or titles were projected. And here the image that appeared on the second scene is the image of blue roses, and Jim's high school nickname for Laura, it is blue roses, and the name is derived from Jim's mishearing of pleurosis and the disease that left Laura crippled. So this is the end of our first session, and the rest will be discussed in the next part of our video. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching.